everybody. How are you? Erica Ehm here, and we're on location in Toronto at the Gladstone Hotel for the launch of locallove.ca. Now, I don't know about you, but I am so tired of bad news. Today, for the next half an hour, we're just going to talk about some really good news, and I hope you join us. So, I think it would be fun as we continue talking for me to know who's here. So if you want to give me a little shout out and say hello, while we're here live in Toronto, you may be in Toronto, you may be across the country, I would love to be able to know who's joining us today for our live launch of locallove.ca. So have you heard about locallove.ca? Probably not. Feel free to just type in locallove.ca right now, and you can go to a really elegant and happy, feel-good website that's just launched, which is really all about celebrating the good in community. The idea is to celebrate the change makers, celebrate the wonderful places in Toronto, and celebrate the social good that's happening in our city. And I'm sure that this is going to permeate all over Canada because everybody needs to celebrate those people who are making a difference in their community. Now, it's interesting that we here at YMC are doing this. There's a reason. It's when I started Yummy Mummy Club years ago, I did it because I felt like we needed community. We needed we needed a place, a hub, so to speak, where we can all celebrate each other and learn from each other. And I feel like this new website has that same mandate, which is to create a community of good and a community of supportive people. And in fact, if you want to be a part of this, there's a few ways you can do it. Number one, you can sign up for their newsletter. And this newsletter is good news. It's every Saturday in your inbox. You're going to get some good news about what's happening locally in terms of people making a difference in their community. Also today, specifically, I have some good news for you because everybody likes to win something. So we thought that it would be fun for you to have a chance to win something good, which is you get a chance to win $50 gift card, and that $50 you will be able to use towards any charity or community or any sort of social good. So how do you get to be the person who wins one of these 5 cards? It's very simple. In the comments below, we want to know, who would you pass this gift card on to? What community or what person or what organization or what charity? What social good would you do with that $50? So that's one way. Or there's another way where you can add to this and get your $50 gift card, which is just share. Click the share button right now and share this broadcast on your page so that other people will learn about locallove.ca, and hopefully we as a community of moms can celebrate some local love. So right now I want to introduce you to Adrienne Clark. Adrienne Clark, who is wearing awesome shoes that you can't see right now. This is the editor-in-chief of locallove.ca, and I was saying to you before that I thought that the website itself is stunning. You did a great job, but for the people who are just joining us right now, as we launch locallove.ca, can you explain what is the mandate of Local Love?
Sure. Local Love actually is an answer to a question we get all the time, which is, I really want to give back, but where do I start? Where can I go? Where can I get information? And we realized there's a lot of information out there, but where's one place that you can go, that you can reliably find it, that it's smart, it's simple, and it's easy to do. So you're absolutely right. Lots of stuff to celebrate, lots of change makers you can get inspired by, but also really practical how-tos, really smart and simple ways to get involved.
So give me some examples of, I'm sure that the people who are part of the YMC community are very kind, they're compassionate, And as mothers, we're always trying to do something to inspire our kids to make the world a better place. So give me some examples.
Absolutely. I myself have 2 boys at home, and I know I struggle with this as well. Like, how do I get you involved? How do I get you to really care deeply, not just me telling you to do something? So what are the ways that I can inspire them? So recently, for example, we went to a great bookstore out in the west end of the city called Another Story. And Another Story has a mandate of providing great books with a sort of a social conscience to them. And they teach about issues around social justice. So they did an amazing job of curating for us 10 books for all age ranges that dive into some really interesting issues of social justice around gender equality. They talked about different races and different experiences that people have from different ethnic backgrounds. So it's an amazing book list, and I myself have already bought 2 books off it because it's so easy, because I know it's been curated by someone who knows what they're doing.
So I know that Anne from our YMC community is moderating our Facebook page right now. Maybe Anne could find that article and put it into our comments so people can find that one, which will then open up the sort of the wormhole of social good that is locallove.ca.
Awesome.
So what do you hope when people go onto locallove.ca? What is your hope for people?
That's a great question, actually.
As an editor, it's really important to know, like, what is the objective?
Yeah. For me, I hope that people walk away with real practical tips, but I also want people to feel inspired. And the name of the website is Local Love, and it is about, we believe people here in Toronto and the GTA, we love where we live. And we celebrate a lot of the things that are great about it. But there are also issues that we come up against, things that we really need to talk about, because if you love something, you also need to take it, warts and all, and say, these are real issues that face our community, and we're going to tell you about those issues. We're going to let you know how you can actually make a difference.
So for people who are watching who'd like to get involved in the Local Love, perhaps suggest people that you might want to cover or have organizations that they'd like you to cover, how do they do that?
Oh, it's super easy. Just go onto the website, and at the bottom of the website, you'll see in our footer, contact us. We have a pitch email where you can send any of your great story ideas, and we are really, really wanting to hear from people. We don't have our fingers on the pulse of every community, so big and small, we want to hear from you. Peel, York Region, Toronto, anybody and everybody, we want to hear from them.
Well, you have a beautiful website. I'm a little bit jealous because it's really pretty. Thank you so much. Locallove.ca is the name of the website. Adrian, thank you. I'm going to meet some other people, so I'm going to kick you out of your own party. And I want to remind you, if you would like to win one of 5 Visa gift cards, what we're asking for you to do is, in the comments, I want you to tell me what social organization or what person or how would you spend that $50 to make the world a better place. We're giving away 5, or if you don't want to share what kind of social good you do with it, just press the share button, because Sharon is Karen, and that way your network gets to see and learn more about locallove.ca. So I want to introduce you to a woman who is the kind of mom that you're going to meet right now and go, I kind of want to be like her. So Jessica, come on up. And this is Jessica Cohen. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So do not take my mic. She warned me that she talks a lot, but she's very excited because you have done something very special. Tell everybody what you have launched with your kids.
Oh, I started with my babies, my Jeremy, my Tamara, my 10-year-old twins. Hi, babies, go to bed soon. I've started something called the Friend Send, and it's an initiative where we send cards to children who are being bullied, who are in really rough situations, having a very tough time, or have had no RSVPs to their birthday parties. And it's our way of sending a little bit of support, of encouragement, a little bit of a lift to their day, and just writing some positive messages and sending it out there in the world.
So how did you start this?
I am a member of a lot of moms groups on Facebook, and I started to see, with what surprised me with its frequency, these posts about parents who would have a birthday party for their child. They would maybe rent a play place, they would order a cake, they would have decorations, they'd send out invites to a class of 20-odd people, and maybe 2 kids would show up. or maybe no kids would show up, and they would write how their child was so lonely, and that made me so sad. And I can't stand the thought of a child being lonely or sad, and I thought about this and I brought it to my little twin team, and they wanted to jump in and help right away. They wanted to go to all the birthday parties of all these kids, but they're all across Canada. It wasn't so feasible for us to do. So we decided to start sending out birthday cards, and they would write a little bit of birthday wishes. I would write a much longer birthday wish, and we would send them off. The requests started coming in, and pictures of these kids getting our cards, holding our cards.
So who is it that's writing all these letters? If you have like so many kids, your arms and your kids' arms must get tired.
Very tired, and it's all for such a good cause. We never mind. My kids have never once complained. We've been doing it for about 6 months. We've sent out over 200 cards. It varies how much we do every day, and we honestly love it. My kids go together to our card box. They pick out the card that they think the child would like the most. They think about what they would write to make that kid smile if they were right in front of them, and then they pass it off to me, and I fill in all the blank space on the card, and we mail it off together. We all walk to the mailbox together and drop it in.
So I think, to me, what I love about this is that as moms, we're always thinking, what can we do with our kids? And you just started some sort of a really interesting, sweet little organization that can make a little difference. So what kind of advice would you give to moms who may be a little bit nervous about starting something?
Oh my goodness, never be afraid to take action. It's one of the things I say to my children all the time. Don't just stand there. If there's something that you can do, do it. For my kids, I tell them if they're standing around wondering where their jeans are because they're not in their drawer, take action. Go look in the laundry room where you know mom has not folded them. That is where they are. If you see a kid sitting alone and feeling sad, give them a kind word or two. And as adults, we should be doing this for one another as well. We should be trying to take action. And taking action does not mean doing or making a big act. It doesn't cost very much to buy a card. It costs absolutely nothing to make one, very little to send it out. Write what you would want to hear if you were having a rough day. Send that out into the world, and it can make such an impact on a child. Take action, moms.
Thank you so much. So what Jessica did is something that you can do, something like that as well. And if you check in with locallove.ca, they have so many ideas on how you and your kids and your family and your girlfriends can get involved in your community and make it that much better. Because if we all do just a little something, well, you can go and now party with everybody here at the launch. Okay, so thank you so much. And a reminder for all of you who are just tuning in, I'm Erica. We're live here at the Gladstone Hotel in the heart of Toronto, and we're celebrating the launch of locallove.ca. It is a community much like YMC, but it is celebrating the change makers and the social good that's happening in Toronto and the general area. And the reason why we're here is because we want to be a part of it. We really believe that all of us have goodness in us, and especially these days, there are pretty rough things going on in the news. Let's make this world a better place. I wanted you to meet somebody who had turned, come on in, Zoe. Zoe had lemons, and she turned it into lemonade. Or coffee, actually. So Zoe, you had a bit of a rough go when you were younger. You got involved in some sort of an altercation. I don't really care what it was, but it ended you landed in jail.
Yes.
And then you had problems when you came out of jail. Tell me what happened.
So once I came out of incarceration, it was very hard to get back into society. I felt really judged. I felt that nobody cared, and I felt really alone. And when I got out, I was looking for employment, trying to start my life over again. And I had so many issues applying to different agencies for them to take me on and give me a second chance. And that's where I really started to really search and find out what would be a good job for me that I could give back to society, that I could help everyone around me. And I found Clink Coffee.
Okay. So I don't know if you've heard about Clink Coffee, but I haven't. But you really light up when I say those words. So tell us a little bit about Clink Coffee.
Clink Coffee is a non-for-profit social enterprise that helps men and women coming out of incarceration to gain employment in the community. And like myself, going through my situation, it brought light to my darkness and helping me get a job opportunity, start my life over. And now I have that opportunity to share that with others in the community.
So is it a coffee shop? Like, do you serve coffee?
At our location, we just have our Clink Coffee headquarters, which is located at 1033 Pape Avenue. And it's not a coffee shop. In the future, we're looking towards opening a coffee shop where we can employ people coming out of incarceration.
So what is it?
It's just a kind of headquarters where we grind the coffee, we place the orders, we have customers come to our location, try the coffee out, do some taste testing. Yes.
And so how has it changed not only your life, but your colleagues who are all benefiting from Clink Coffee?
It's definitely changed my life in so many ways, in gaining employment, gaining new supports. United Way has been such an amazing support in changing Clink Coffee's life, not only their life, but my life as well. But it's definitely helped my employees see a different side to things, seeing a different perspective that everyone has their own path in life, and we're all here to work together and help each other out and support each other.
So nice to meet you, and thank you very much. Go have fun today. So locallove.ca is a website that I really hope you check out. Locallove.ca is written by people in Toronto. The idea is to inspire you, to get you to think, perhaps get you to act, and to make you see the world in perhaps a better light. Right now, things are, as I mentioned, a little bleak in the news, and this room is filled with happiness. We want you to be a part of it. We want you to sign up for the newsletter, for example. If you go to locallove.ca, right away you'll see on the top that you can sign up for the newsletter, and you get only one newsletter once a week, and it's just good news. You're going to read about people like these two people that you met today, Zoe and Jessica, who are doing really wonderful things just from out of the goodness of their hearts. You'll also read some commentary on the city and some of the social issues that are happening. And also, you'll find out about different ways that you and your family can get involved, how to volunteer. Maybe you want to start your own sort of not-for-profit. This is a place that can answer all those questions. This was all done in collaboration with United Way. And as we know, United Way is all about social good. And I and everybody here, we have the whole team from YMC and Em & Co are here, and we are so proud to be a part of it. And as I mentioned, we do want to give away 5 gift cards because we want to spread the good. So in order for you to potentially win one of these 5 gift cards, here's what we'd like you to do. We want you to, well, like this, obviously. Of course you like it. I'd love for you to share this broadcast on your Facebook page so other people can learn about locallove.ca, and sharing is caring as far as I'm concerned. And also tell us in the comments, how would you spend that $50 to make the world a better place? Is there a particular organization? Is there some sort of a group that you're involved with? Is there an individual who can use that $50? If you put that in the comments below, we will pick 5 people who will all receive $50 for you to share your own love. So I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I really hope that you were inspired and reminded that there is so much good and positivity in the world, and you're part of it. You and your family can make a difference in the world. So I want to thank everybody here at Local Love for inviting us here at YMC, and thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment below because I want to give you the $50 gift card. All right, we'll see you later. Have a great evening. Mwah.